We ordered the stop video. We have a problem. Okay, Mom. If for some reason, for example, somebody just say it happened, okay? Say say like Superman showed up from another planet, okay? Just if, okay, if people would feel better if that Superman did not conduct business with the banks, okay? I'm just saying, if that were to happen, people would feel better if that Superman did not do business in the United States. Okay? That's just a fact of reality. I'll stop there, okay? That's just okay, please. But that's just something that the entire country, I guarantee you, please. Situation. Obvious trap. RBW's alone. I want to ask Angel what to do, please.
Is there a similar one to, assuming that the security company will arrive at your house through the garage? Is there a similar one to that? No. Here's why. There's only a similar one to that if the garage is empty. There's only a similar one to that if the garage is empty. Because if you assume someone's going to close the garage for you, that means that you don't actually own anything that's in the garage. So the only reason why it happens is so that the homeowner has assigned somebody to take care of the place. Should they end up in a stupid land. The only reason for a person to expect another person to actually protect valuables for them is so that basically they assign that company as the auto mortgager. Yeah, should they end up in stupid court or stupid land or more likely dead. I can't think of any sane reason to have a service which automatically calls police if there's an alarm. There's a reason to have a service that automatically calls medical people if there's an alarm, but never police. Please note, I'm not talking about a light or bell or anything going off in a security dispatch office. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about a system that automatically creates a crime if a switch is flipped. Basically making the action of walking near a protected area a crime. I talk about surveillance into a protected area. I talk about it's even more insane than the claims made by some people who say they're just videoing for the. I'm talking about just the action of being basically what this would attempt to do is make the action of driving down a busy public road near an airbase a crime. But the problem is, it's not even an airbase. It's just a pile of crap. So that's an attempt to make traveling on, basically that's an attempt to do it. That's an attempt to create a custom government. That's what that does. And alarm activating law enforcement in arrest mode by the mere triggering of a switch, the expression area switch, is attempting to create a custom government in an area. That's what that is. And therefore, that doesn't exist. To finish the expansion, I want to say this. I don't see any need for break-in alarms. That doesn't make sense to me. What that does, it attempts to make a house a jewelry display. Is what that does. But you can't do that outside a jewelry store. What that does, that puts a jewelry display case. Out of a field. That attempts to protect the alarm. No. Now, what that does, actually a break-in alarm, what that does is that attempts to make a jewelry display case out of random houses in the neighborhood. That doesn't make sense. When needed, proper security involves big, heavy doors and adequate locks. Please, and those locks are activated according to a accessible activation protocol. That is building security. Building security of unmanned areas 100% of the time consists of some type of blocking wall. There are no exceptions to that, because that works every single let's see how fast I can process a novel. So this novel is 28 pages. We're going to see if reasonably the end of this thing is the end of the novel. Okay, yeah, there's a word at the end and you can't end of a novel. Yeah, there is. Okay, so we got this thing called the Ice Maiden. It's 28 pages, or actually 27 pages. How many pages is it? It's, this page, yeah, okay, it's 27 pages. Yeah, 27 pages long. And each page contains probably about, let's see, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's probably about 12 words per line, and there 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 12. Okay, so 12 times 48 is 144. That's about 500 words per page. So this novel is probably about 13 or 14,000 words. So let's see how long it takes me to completely comprehend, a work of 14,000 words to see if we can find any information in it. Okay, so let's see. This is Switzerland. Okay, we got process information. Okay, the first page, the first paragraph or page, of a regular book, references Switzerland, mountains, and ice in rivers. Okay, now I'm gonna go halfway through the book to to page 14 and see how those things play out. Because I'm not reading this to be entertainment and story, I'm reading this to understand it. Yes, seriously. Oh. Okay. Okay, halfway through the story, it mentions a place. It has a relation to like a bowl or a container, and in that place there is there's an eagle's nest built in a standard way a bird would do this. In a crevices in this mountain, in this Swiss Alps thing. Yeah, my goal is to understand it. Okay, now I'm going to go to page 7 and see what happens there.